Hello, this is Professor Field, Chair of the Biology Department here at Bucknell University, and I'm coming to you today with an update, a long-awaited update of the epidemiological model that I had used last semester to predict um, the trajectory of the COVID here on campus. And I've been waiting this semester until I had enough data to fit the model. And as you can see here, we now have data from the beginning of the semester. So if you look at the yellow points here, this indicates the cumulative number of cases in gray each day, and then in yellow, the weekly total for the past 7 days. And so you can see we had to wait until we got 2 weeks into the semester before we had a significant number of points here to indicate the trajectory. And as we know, over the first week or two of the semester, the infection here on campus was not very well controlled. And in fact, the effective R, that is the number of people that were infected by each infected person, was between 3 and 4. An average of about 3.5 fit this initial phase of the infection. Now that is much higher than we ever saw in the fall, and it is likely due to a couple of different factors, a combination of factors, including the possibility of a more contagious variant of SARS-CoV-2 that we've all been hearing about. It also could be due to certain activities that were going on that hadn't been going on in the fall, such as athletic competitions, even though those were under controlled circumstances. We definitely had some significant differences between the spread this semester than even at the end of last semester. However, you can see that the case counts have started to level off, and we've flattened the curve, as they say. We now have 3 or 4 days in a row with falling case counts. I've included in here the preliminary counts from tomorrow, and that will be released tomorrow on the dashboard once those are confirmed. And you can see here this yellow fit in the model shows that the number of weekly cases is predicted to continue to drop throughout the um, rest of the semester if we're able to maintain this level of intervention. And you can see here with this model, I've modeled 80% reduction in the effective reproductive number, the spread of the virus on campus, so that we now have an effective R of around 0.6. And this is similar to what we were able to achieve in the fall for most of the semester. And so we know that we can sustain this level of control, at least when we didn't have the more transmissible variants here on campus. So as some of our classes are reopening this next week, I urge you to continue to be vigilant about preventing spread. We happen to have pretty good, at least anecdotal evidence that classroom spread is not a very big factor in transmission here on campus. But what happens outside of the classroom is a much bigger concern. So the guidelines that President Brovman issued yesterday are really important to follow, and including restricting your gatherings and making sure that you are well masked whenever you exit your room. You should be wearing a tight-fitting mask, no gaps along the cheek. If you have a disposable mask, it helps to knot the loops that go over your ear right by the edge of the mask to try to tighten it a little bit. And it's also a good idea if you don't have access to a really well-fitting mask to wear 2 masks when you're going to be around anyone else indoors. Please take care, everyone. Stay safe, and we can get through this together.